So, last time what we did, I believe we captured a little bit of land here. We didn't actually capture that. We beat the Ottomans in a war, and Ossetia got 2 provinces there. Trebizond got a province. We got Theodoro back. And Mamluk got a province there, and another 2 provinces down here. So, overall, we did pretty good in there. Not that much action besides the Ottoman war, though, but that's not too bad. We've got 20,000 men in our standing army now. That's pretty decent as well. We are our force limit, actually. We did start maybe catching up a little bit with techs. At least we've got on some techs that need the Colombian imports, which we do have. But of course we don't have the commercialization, which admittedly we are getting it slowly. We got it in Baku and Derbent right now, and it's spreading along the coast of Caspian. And then it is also spreading to a capital now. To be fair, it's not spreading very quickly there. We got like 20-something% thanks to the knowledge sharing from Commonwealth, but that's about it. But yeah, we're slowly getting that at least. We have 18,000 manpower in the reserves. That's actually pretty decent. Now, I believe I was planning a bit of a war against the Mugulistan, possibly. But I'm not entirely sure if I can get Mamluks to aid in that. At least not yet. We got 2 claims already here, don't we? Yeah, we do. We could get more. And then, of course, one thing that we could do is if we attack Fadl, of course, that is going to pull in Mugulistan, Kays, and Khorasan. So it's not really great, but it might be a way to go around there. Oh, right, hold on a minute. Yeah, if we were to declare war on this one, I'm pretty sure that, well, first of all, we don't have a Casa Belli, but Damascus would join on the enemy side, and I believe Khorasan would be, Group Litrin, they'll be calling their own ally, so that means that the Mamluks might be called into their side. Because, Mamluks and Khorasan are, actually, no, it wouldn't be calling in Mamluks, but it would be potentially calling into the Turkish Empire, which isn't necessarily that much better, let's be honest. Oh, marriage with Commonwealth has ended, and Khorasan is fabricating claims, alright. Commonwealth, I think we do want to keep on the marriage, don't we? How far are we still away? We are currently... Well, we've got develop a current technology cost, so that would be 28 points total, so we're about halfway to beat Mamluks, which, to be fair, we've got about half the development as well, so it kind of tracks. But if we could get one of the institutions, or one more institution, that would already help a ton. I suppose another thing that we could potentially do is if we capture enough lands from, well, technically speaking, if we capture lands from Trebizond, that would also help as well. The Trebizond and especially the Ottomans. Oh, there's some investments. I'm not going to go through those. But I still keep that notification on because I want to know when they happen, and I can kind of have a look at the money that we spent overall. But yeah, meritocracy would be brilliant for the tech costs. And the corruption and admin efficiency. But yeah, if we capture enough, we might be able to... Well, we got 0.04 or 0.4% of our development currently. Oh, after local autonomy. Oh, right, yeah. And Theodoro probably has pretty darn high autonomy. Yeah, it sure does. Well, luckily, I believe today we are going to get the capital built finally in our capital. And that is going to start improving the communication efficiency pretty much everywhere. And also it's going to start reducing the autonomy overall. Ooh. Oh, right, we unlocked the logistics ideas, didn't we? Pathing infrastructure cost, harbor infrastructure cost, national supply limit modifiers. That's pretty good. We are behind in tech. So we should probably get... Oh, land attrition modifier -5% as well. Interesting. Infantry shot goes up, cavalry fire, and combat width. Okay, so that's all pretty good stuff. At the same time, getting the pathing and harborage a little bit cheaper would also be pretty decent. So I'm going to take that one for now, and then we're going to start focusing on the text again for a while. I think that's going to be a smart idea. Oh, do we? No, I don't think we actually have the points. No, I think we need 60. Yeah, we need 60 points. Ooh, but one thing I do have now is Setham is in power. He's only 32 years old. And they've got Kazoo with 664 over there as an heir. So I think in terms of monarch points, we should be pretty decent for the time being. I suppose I could put in the mill points as the price. No, actually, I'm not going to switch to the national focus because we need to catch up with these 2 techs as well. And we probably won't be able to do that quite as well if we focus too much on the middle tech. Besides, we're already kind of keeping up with Middletech anyway. No, that's a lot of discoveries. Oh, right, it's basically Sahara and a lot of other areas that we now know. I mean, at least we can see Ethiopia. Well, actually, I suppose we did see Ethiopia before, but they are actually surprisingly strong there. So who owns here? Okay, England owns a little bit over there. These are still the African nations themselves. Spain owns a little bit of the coastline here. There's Iran, Melilla, and Beni Hosmar and Ceuta. Oh, Naples is seizing down Portugal. Interesting. And France is seizing... Actually, no, that's Naples seizing down all of this as well. Oh, because France is a junior partner of Naples. Wait, what? Oh. Well, Scotland is seized down then. Right, well, that's a bit of an unexpected situation there. Right, so let's get the Diplomatic now. So that's gonna reduce the liberty size even further. Or it might start reducing it. Okay, it does reduce Ossetia's liberty size. I don't know if it actually improves... No, it doesn't improve the situation with Karagagınlou. But Karagagınlou's liberty size is dropping quickly enough right now. I think that in... Well, once the modifier for the religion or forced conversion ends, then it should be fine. I don't think they'll start converting all that much. I'll check their capital at least if they manage to do any conversions. But the AI just might not be doing like much conversions, if at all. Which probably means that they have a little bit of problems in there. I mean, suppose there might be, like, at least there's the natural conversion going on, but there's also, like, a lot of volatility in that in terms of how the people move about. Kind of long autosave. To be fair, we're about 200 years into the save. So, yeah, it kind of makes sense. Right, so I wanted to check Karagagınlou's capital in terms of religion. So, there's a bit of Orthodox in there. In terms of the, well, it's the urban population has a bit of Orthodox, like 10%. Notables are all Orthodox. And all rural are still Miaphysite. Oh right, yeah, we do have 4 ships now. Of course, we have managed to increase the naval material production a little bit, I think. I mean, suppose Theodoro is the one that is probably producing all of it. Let's be honest. Guria, do you have any sort of production other than ships? We did increase the ship production in here. Throughput is basically nothing though, because there's not a lot of people. But did we... Oh yes, we finally have it. At last. Okay, so that means that we can perhaps start spawning in some of the institutions slightly easier, although I'm not entirely sure how much of an impact that does have, but it certainly doesn't hurt. Let's actually have a look. Legalism, there's still... Okay, that one didn't have legalism. Oh, now the commercialization is spreading in there. Okay, but we also got legalism missing from here, but that is now spreading in there. I'm not entirely... Well, I mean, it's spreading there okay, I suppose. Could be better, could be worse. Oh, right, if we had a capital infrastructure of 2 or higher, then it would be spreading even faster. But you can't spread if the clan power is over 50. I'm just hoping that we can get the commercialization embraced today, because that would be brilliant. We got so much autonomy that it just... it's not great. Okay, let's have a look. I did have the autonomy map mode here somewhere. There we go. So we still got over 50% in our capital. I mean, to be fair, we still got quite a bit of corruption as well, but that corruption is now going down. And I had a thought a few days ago about why the corruption, kind of like the state corruption stuff, and I think that is related to the relations between the factions and the state. Like, if they're on the negative, then that means that it is a lot of... corruption. If they got good relations, then it's a very small amount of corruption. So I think the nobility hating us, thanks to all the reforms and such that we've been doing, means that there is still going to be corruption. I wonder if I could... Well, I suppose if I gave them some privileges and such, then I might be able to improve the situation. Oh, royal marriage with Ossetia ended. Alright. Oh, they got a regency. Okay, but at least they are loyal. They got a decent army. So I don't mind that. Ooh, we're going to get a claim over here. Let's do that. How is our conversions going in some Keti? I know that we are 48% Orthodox. Okay, so we are almost majority in there, but I'm pretty sure that I set it to be 90%. I'm not entirely sure how it works, because it took away one of the missionaries. But at the same time, I suspect that once we reach like 50% with the conversions, then it might just suddenly jump a lot more. I think that might be the way that they are dealing with that, but this is the first time we're testing it. Or first province that we're testing it on. And it's taken a long while. So that hasn't necessarily been the best of things, but we'll see. Oh, and we started the year, well, actually, no, that was last year. We had the around 100 ducats. Oh yeah, we do have 2.6 ducats income right now per month, and the inflation is going down, so actually, overall the situation is pretty decent. Do we have a lot of construction work going? Okay, over here you are constructing, what exactly? Irrigation, okay, I mean that's good. Over here they are building pathing, that's actually really good, especially if they started building that after we did the idea, or the idea group, so that, ooh, and Brent is building something, what are you building? Harbridge, okay, I mean that's actually pretty decent. That's going to improve the communications a little bit. And I suppose, do we have any ship production in here? No, we don't. We could technically have some, I'm not entirely sure if it's the best location, but it's not definitely the worst location for that either. Of course, the price for the ships over here is probably, yeah, it's rather small. They already have all they need. Right. Now, at least this province has everything that they need. Now, the knowledge price is dropping quite quickly, and so is the luxuries. Industrial is fairly low, so I think right now we just need to start building more of the infrastructure and such, so that there is going to be some upkeep for certain things. So that they'll have more demand for the resources that we can then make and that sort of stuff. I think that might actually be a smart idea. So I think once the year is, well, once the taxes are over, what we'll do is we'll have a look at some of the infrastructure and maybe start improving one or two. Well, if we have the money for that, I suppose. So Baku, what do you have? You've got only one level in Harbridge. You do not even have, ooh, what sort of, okay, you don't have a lot of farmland in there. You got a bit of fisheries, but that's about it. You got a few things in... Okay, you do make luxury clothing, which is quite nice. Oh, bollocks. Okay, truce with Turkish Empire has ended, and we lost our claim on Corset. Let's go ahead and reacquire that one. Not counter-espionage, espionage. And I think we'll keep the spy network in Mogulistan as well, just for the heck of it. Right, so if we have a look at the autonomy mode now, so ooh, I think we are losing a decent bit in here. Well, it's going down a little bit, it's not going down that quickly. But it is going down at least. And over here, what about you? Ooh, well that's going a bit more. And then Guria, you got... Ooh, what are you building? Pathing, oh. Right, so now that the pathing is cheaper to make for us, it seems to be having pretty good impact on the constructions that we are doing. Okay, yeah, they just started that this year, I'm pretty sure. And over here we got... is that it? Oh, amenities being built there. Okay, I mean, it is a silver town. So there's probably a decent bit of... well, there's a little bit of industries. Oh. Right, they're going actually pretty high on the residential... Oh, well, actually, it might not be going full levels. It might just be increasing a little bit in there, so that's actually fine. Right, so let's have a look at the roads over here. So that is... Oh, that's only pathing level 1. Let's have a look how much the pathing level 2 is going to cost us. Build infrastructure, design, project. Pathing, rank 2. Prepare to construct... It's only 100 ducats. Yeah, we can do that. Because I suspect that improving the pathing, especially near the capital, is going to start improving the situation quite drastically elsewhere as well. So we've got about 90% autonomy in Derbent, which means that it's not going to be... Oh, our philosopher has died. Oh no. At least we can get the admin tech now. That's going to be admin 32, which isn't still all that great, but I'll take it. So, what do we have as options? We got nobility... bureaucrats, actually that is level 2 bureaucrat, open production efficiency. I mean that wouldn't be too bad, it's less than a ducat for upkeep still. I think I might go for that. Right, some more admin points is always nice. I thought I was going to do the taxation reform previously, but then I got sidetracked, didn't I? We don't have the... Oh, Liège joins the Netherlands, alright. We didn't have the influence, and of course now we don't have the points either. Our state reach is doing still pretty good. Look at the stability and all that. So stability is going up still. Provincial corruption is still bloody high, 70%. It's going down by 1% per year though, so it's not too bad. We've got pretty decent national income, that's for sure. We don't own that much land though, but we've got decent taxes. I would say. Actually, how much that is? So there's revenue, tax, farming, corruption, total. So revenue, we got quite a bit from peasants, for fees, rents, excises, and land. The residents get fees and all, we get some... But actually, it is, majority of that is... Oh, actually, no, the biggest one is our properties. Well, I mean, I suppose we own a little bit of the gold mines and such. Which certainly doesn't hurt. Have we gotten any more? No, the force limit hasn't increased or anything like that. Shame, but understandable. Eventually I do need to set up a bit more states over here, but since we're so far away from the capital over there, it's probably not going to be easy. What I suppose I could start doing is... I think Tabriz could be a good place for a capital. More mines. Yeah, we definitely do need more mines. But I think Tabriz, maybe... Ray was... Oh, actually... Let's have a look at the modifiers over here. So Tabriz is a good place for sure for a capital, I think. Then we could maybe have one over here somewhere. I don't know if... Well, Ray has a minor center of production. And minor center of trade, so perhaps not there. But like Tabriz would certainly help over here, and then maybe, I don't know, somewhere over here definitely we need to have a capital, and then like over here somewhere in Afghanistan. Then get to India, get another capital. Like, I'm going to build a lot of capital to make sure that the communication efficiencies are going to be notably easier. And of course, we'll build like a massive road network between the capitals, so that we can make sure that the communications to the capitals is going to be quick. Right, so... Yeah, no, there's a tiny bit of farmland in there, but I'm sure that that is going to be filled again soon enough. We've got 120 size industrial there, we've got 50 academic and 30 commercial, so... Overall, this should actually be pretty decent for trading. Ooh, actually. Largest city on the subcontinent. I mean, suppose we do have the amenities rank 4, which allows us to have 200,000 residents. So the residence increase is like about 1,000 every... Okay, well, every 4 years right now, apparently. How much is the wage cost right now there? It's about 4. Huh. Well, you know what? We're going to invest a little bit in the industry then, and... Because I suspect that is going to be just fine. How's the conversions going now? Is it... Okay, it's still 48.7%, so it's gone up by 0.6. But I reckon if we can get the development over here higher and higher, have more people in here, and slowly but surely the autonomy will hopefully drop as well. And that way we should be pretty decent. I mean, this modifier is already pretty darn good. Yearly prestige, local institution spread, local material cost for project goes down. We only have level 2 pathing in here though, so we might want to work on that soon enough. Because I suspect that the next one... Let's see, it would lower the base travel time for communications efficiency by 5%. Reduce the base time... Oh right, so the base time traveling through that province, so it might not be that much, but the terrain penalties are gonna help a decent bit, I reckon. Like that is another 12.5%. In there for the terrain penalty, so that would certainly be decent. But I'm pretty sure that we do not have the cash for it right now, although we do have an income of 2.8 ducats, so that's not bad. Right, so if I wanted to have a look at the... Like, war against Corsair, do I have claims on you? Anywhere? No, I don't think we do. That is an or minor center of learning there. I haven't quite decided where exactly we're going to have a border between myself and Karakajunlu, but first we'll probably need to make sure that Karakajunlu is no longer rebellious or disloyal. Because we have, well, we've improved the relations with them a decent bit, so I don't think it's going to be that bad. Right, I forgot to check. How's the state reach going? Is it going up or down? Because it's going down. It's actually going up a little bit. We could probably increase that even further. Let's, ooh, actually, another thing that I could do, although we don't really have the loyalty for that right now, we'd have to do some things with the nobility that I don't really want to do quite yet. How's the influence of the nobility? Ooh, or aristocrats? Only 46. Just double checking. We can promote the faction. And that's going to improve the stability as well. Well, the stability is going to increase faster now with that. Okay. We get a lot of influence. Let's do that. Then I'm hoping that the aristocrat influence is going to be going down. Well, it didn't go enough. But it should be going slightly down, I suppose. Assuming that we do not have any advisors for them. No, from them, rather. I'm just hoping to get through that one. I suppose we also have the problem of their power is still too high. Which, there's not too much I can do about it. I mean, it's gonna go down over time, isn't it? Yeah, it's slowly going down, but we definitely need to do some leveraging, I reckon, to reduce their power further. So that would be 25 loyalty. That is a massive stability increase interval. We'll lose half stability point directly. Oh, that will increase the peasant freedom. I see. And there's levy obligations, leverage the nobility. That would give us a lot of diplomatic reputation and improve relations and all that. Like, this would take down the power by 5 points in theory, but at the same time, we need to make sure that we have enough loyalty on them at first. Let's actually double check it. Loyalty is slightly going up, not very quickly though. Well, we'd have to do something that doesn't increase their power, at least to return back to. Actually, I suppose it is possible. The question is, can we afford the stability problems that would follow? If we're not going to war, then probably. I'm kind of hoping that if we could reduce the noble power and the aristocrat influence sufficiently, then that would already make quite a difference, I reckon. Like, if we could get this one done as the next reform, that'd be brilliant. Because not only does it start reducing the autonomy all around, thanks to the less autonomy from noble power, it would also, I think it, well, they'd invest a little bit less in feudal levies, which would be a bit bad, but I think we can manage. They had less gravity, so that means that the influence is going to be, for the most part, less. And I think also, actually, no, I don't know if the gravity is going to have an impact on the how much they take from the taxes. But it would also mean less wealth transfer to them. Monthly hierarchy would go down, okay. They would get more power from wealth, though, but like they'd be getting less money, so yeah. I honestly wish that we could have this already, but that is not an option. You know what, we'll have a... Oh, another disease. We'll have a look at the... Actually, no, what? Oh, right, autosave. What we'll probably do is actually, well, first things first, we'll wait until the taxes are done, which we'll have to wait until after the autosave for a little bit. But we'll have a look at what we can do to improve the loyalty already, in such a way that we can do the reducing the power without having to give them any more power. Like, there's a few things, like maybe 2 things that we can do, without being like too expensive for us, of course. But like, if we could get that one and commercialization today, that would be excellent stream, in my opinion. Now, whether we can actually achieve that is an entirely different thing. Okay, there we go. So, support elite, let's have a look. Overlook tenant abuse, that would reduce peasant freedom. It doesn't increase the power, at least. There's 5 loyalty. I believe we're going to need a little bit more than that. But we can start with that one. And then, unpopular relative would be an option. That'd be 7.5 points of loyalty. Actually, would that? I think that would be enough. Well, that gives the power, lesser nobility gives power. Concessions would be, yeah, there's a bit of centralization. I mean, ooh, that's actually 10 points of loyalty. Plus half a point of stability. I'll take that. And then we'll have a look at the demote greater nobility. That stability increase interval is pretty rough, but I think we can manage. There we go, we've got 34 loyalty still. So I think that is going to start reducing the power quickly. Oh, Katenka is declared. Oh, the fighting against Mugulistan. Oh, excellent. I wonder, would there be room for another war against you? Mamluks? I could call Mamluks in. I can't call Zibir in. Because they have a truce with Mugulistan. Okay, well, that makes sense. Oh, right, I got Artkis as a vassal, don't I? No, it's an ally. Right, I was thinking about vassalizing them, but I couldn't get enough relations with them. Well, I'll keep them over there for now. But I could definitely do a war. Let's go ahead and do a bit of drilling with the army. Hopefully the leader doesn't die. We'll do drilling for like, I don't know, 6 months or something like that. Then we'll get the army ready and we could do a war. We've got a decent bit of manpower. I don't think we can afford... No, we can't afford getting another unit necessarily for the army, but that's not a huge issue. You know what? We'll wait. We'll drill until we have 1 more claim over here. And then we're going to do the war, capture a fair bit of land from Mugulistan, because that is actually going to start taking us closer and closer to China, which is where we're trying to head towards. And then also... Who are you allied again? Oh, Fadl. Oh, right. We can feed that to Karaki Yunlu.